Creating a new workbook. Go to Microsoft Excel through your Start button, choose All Programs, scroll to Microsoft Office folder and open Microsoft Office Excel 2007. You will notice that when you actually open Excel, you automatically open a new book. In this instance, the book is called Book 1. You'll notice that within the spreadsheet book, there are also 3 sheets numbered sheet 1 through to 3 at the bottom. I'm going to actually input some text, and if you click in the cell A1 and type in your first name and then press enter. I'm going to now open a new book. You can do this using a keyboard shortcut. If you do that, you use Control and N, and that will open a new book, and you notice that this is called Book 2, and again it has 3 sheets. And we're going to click on B1 and we're going to enter my surname and we press enter. I'm actually now going to close these 2 books down. To do that, I just use the shortcut Alt F4. And in this case, I'm not going to actually save this document, so I'm going to click no. Right. I'm going to cancel closing the second one down because what I want to do is show you how to open a book using the actual Office button. So to open a new book, you go to Office and you click on New. Now what will happen is that you will get up a new pop-up which has a list of templates on it, and these vary. You've got blank and recent, installed templates, your own templates, and various other types that you can actually download. In this case, we're actually going to choose the one that's already highlighted, which is the blank workbook, and we click on Create. Good practice when entering data. When you enter data into cells, the ideal is to actually enter one piece of data into each cell. So for example, if I'm putting my name in, I would actually put in my information per cell. So for example, if I'm putting in my date of birth, I would actually give 1 number per cell, and you'll notice that I now have 5 cells. The reason that we do this is to actually ensure that when we go to manipulate the data at a later date, it is much easier to do so. When you actually store files and name files, it's a good idea to actually give the files a name that you would recognise and would make sense to you. So for example, if you're saving some documents about purchases, you might call it Purchases 2014. You might have one that's Purchases 2013. So the idea is that they are saved in a sensible order. If you're working for an organisation, you might find that there are very specific guidelines as to how you would actually save your files and folders, and do make sure that you know about these when you work for a company. It's very important that you do this, because if you're working with a team of people, you all recognise what you're working on. I'm now going to close this program down and I'm going to use Alt and F4. And I'm not going to save the data in any of the books. So I'm going to click no for book 3, no for book 2, and no for book 1.